Hello, this is going to be my slideshow project. It's concerning the Rodfellows. It's going to be an analysis, and I did this project with a few other people, including Adeline Ryans. And what this is going to consist of is going to be a web series that is on the internet, and you can find it. But before we start, I have done research into this project. I've known about Rodfellows ever since I was 14 or something back in 2020. This was when I first stumbled upon it, I was actually looking up something not exactly similar, but around something that could be associated in a way. So, if you ever seen those Caillou Gets Grounded videos where a troublemaker gets in trouble, that's basically kind of what I was doing, but it was with this character named Viola. But long story short, I found something very peculiar. It was like a cat character or something, and it was part of the Rodfellows community. It was very similar to a community like Cartoomania, but that's for a different day. Uh, and then, yeah, you can think Darren Nichols, aka Pip Pip, or Darren Pipster. And due to the highly sensitive nature of the topic at hand, discussion is advised, bear in mind, although I'll try not to show anything bad if I can. So, what is this all about? On the internet, there is a community, or a greater community. I don't really know if there's a proper term, but it's considered to be called the user community by several famous YouTubers like Deadwing Dork and Dr. Storm. Those are YouTubers with like 5 digit to 6 digit subscribers, which is just a pretty high amount of subscribers. It chiefly consists of people with autism or related diagnoses, and um, a few examples I can come up with would be people like Michael the Flash Games guy. This guy is a very interesting character. Um, if you ever seen like a GoAnimate rant, right? A rant where it's like, do you know who likes or hates this user? This person. Do you? It's kind of that's one of those users. He kind of created the proprietary format that people don't change. And then Jade Kaiser, the JD Austin Devil Fan 99 is very similar. He's a very similar person, except he uses his voice. He uses text to speech voice sometimes, but he typically uses his voice, and he's considered like a he has like a cult following. But he got into a controversy. He is a very controversial person. He's also a topic for another day. And then there's also a 10th animation UTTP. You can basically say the same thing for all the UTTP troll people, but basically what they do is they just try to offend others. There's nothing really interesting about them. Another community began to gain notoriety within this overall universe. I mean, this overall userverse. Okay, that's a pretty bad name. This whole like area, like mega community, all thanks to the coronavirus pandemic. Well, yeah, a lot of things happened because of the Rodfellows. It was created in 2013, and it was like officially uploaded to YouTube in 2014 by a user named Daniel Paul Lyons. It's a series that consists, well, it mostly consisted of two characters, those being Finto and Samantha. And it was initially just an MS Paint cartoon, actually. So it was very much a Greeny Fathom thing, like a Green Fathom. But it started to gain him some traction, and it inspired him to improve the series with Flash animation. That's what these are, the Rodfellow's Flash. And he made the characters' ages really old. I don't know. He didn't have to do that, but he did. I don't know why they needed to have age to begin with. Uh, it was yeah, and then later in the year, or later in 2015 to 2016, he created the Rodfellows Improved. A few examples of character designs. I couldn't find a really good like character sheet, so I just showed you a few. What made it popular prior to the COVID-19 pandemic? It's a few things actually. It had a really colorful theme, making it attractive to both younger demographics like kids and obviously neurodivergent people, and it was easy to replicate. It was animated using Flash or Adobe Animate. Uh, I use Adobe Animate, and I also use Blender, but that's besides the point. And it has tropes, much of which is very similar to GoAnimate, like the use of text-to-speech voices, and like angry moments, and teeth character. Well, there isn't like teeth character. That's another topic. But Ivona text-to-speech. So like Caillou's dad, when he says "ow, ow, ow, ow," that's Ivona Eric. That's an Ivona, and Finto uses the same text-to-speech voice as Caillou's dad. What made it controversial? I don't know if I need to explain this part, but you can take a look. I mean, there's a few reasons. You might be able to find them. I don't know why they need to have to incorporate some of those things, but they do. No, this is from an actual FLA file they did. They made it might be old and outdated, but they still made it. It's from 2016. It consists of two TRFI assets, and this is going to be the older TRFI. There was a newer TRFI FLA, not newer as in like really new. It's still old, but it features the three characters that are you commonly see in the Rodfellows today, like Hash Brown, Cody, and Alice. Though no one cares about Alice, she's not really relevant. Before and after the Rodfellows movie released, I would like troll and flame several of the people. Yes, I admit I did this. This got some. I got bans and I would get community guideline strikes and copyright strikes sometimes, and that's why I can't stream on my on an old account that I don't use anymore. DLE, Darren, and Alexander Mortensen. They would respond in like funny ways, and they'd be unprofessional about it, and they'd curse me out, and they wouldn't, and they'd block my accounts, but they wouldn't like, they wouldn't like hide it. They would like show it like on their StreamYard or whatever streaming platform they use. And then the most important takeaway. So there was a lot of videos to go over. I'm not going to go over every one of them, but there were a few funny videos. I'm going to start with the shortest one.
Delete that shit. Delete it. Delete it. Delete it.
So,
delete it. Delete
To
it.
give you the context of what's going on in this video, this was a live stream that I believe username GlideFan, now known as Blue G Productions, but he's not that active anymore. He doesn't want to be associated, so please don't bother him. But he is a user who he'd associate himself with this like stuff. It's like because this was like a company thing in a way, or the community. They call themselves Harmonic Entertainment, but then they do a brand, and it'd be kind of a mess. But so he's with his friend Jaden, and then Darren's in the stream. Darren doesn't like him being annoying or something, and let's hear what he has to say.
What are you gonna do now? So you mean you're...
Come on, really, YouTube? I mean, or whatever. Google.
Knock it off.
999 never.
Shut up, bitch.
What did you just say?
Uh-oh.
Oh, what? You heard me lie.
Don't stop. That's it. I'm bringing Christian in here.
Oh, come on.
For more context, Christian, he's the topic user, but he was Kristen Payne was a comment. You could see him a lot in this community. I don't know why Darren used it as a threat, but that disappointed them, and especially Blue G Glide fan. I'm not gonna tell you his real name right now because it's not important to this. But he cries and then he leaves the stream, and I don't know who Robert Champion is, but he's not really relevant anymore. Dan P. Lyons, there he is, and there he's back. It's not that interesting. So we might look at this. This is on Discord. And this is a newer one, but this is like the oldest one. This is from late 2020 when I first mid 2020 was when I first discovered this.
We don't give a fuck, so shut the fuck up.
Okay, to give you more context, sorry I keep repeating myself. So that woman talking is Darren's mom, Olga, and Darren's mom was born in the 1960s. I don't know if that's relevant or not, but Darren's mom doesn't really like when people talk about her son or something.
I will be very happy to hand them over the call log of your harassment.
I'm sorry, this is in the way.
That's not harassment, this is criticism.
Get professional help, see a shrink, talk to your mommy or daddy or whatever. Just leave Darren the hell alone.
Hey, cool. I don't care. I got...
Yeah, I don't know if his dad's gonna be in this. I will not try to skim through this one because this one seems kind of funny and I haven't seen much about this one. But yeah, his mom and dad have to defend him if something bad happens. And then this one's not that interesting. It's just Vegeta, a user who used to associate but does not want to be associated. So I won't go over the other ones if you don't want me to. But then here's the last one. This is him with Dan P. Lyons and another user named Mark Romo. He's an interesting character. I'm not gonna bring him up in this because he's not too relevant for just Rodfellows content. He's more like relevant later down the line. But This is just like a.
For again?
I have to move on.
Stop!
Okay.
You can't do this.
Yep, there's Olga again.
Okay, everybody, just settle down.
Close it.
This isn't copyright infringement.
Okay, Wanderer
This is
wants
just a stream.
in the stream.
I can't.
Wanderer.
Mom's in my room
I
right
think
now
this
at
is
this
Agent
point.
Wanderer. Jaden, but he went by Candy in this one.
God, I'm shaking.
All
right
they're
the
doing
fuck
is
now.
they're just creating drama with their stupid
All they're just doing is just creating drama like this stupid nonsense.
nonsense.
I did not even do anything wrong.
Ivy, don't yell in your microphone. Like, there's a distance you have to be with your microphone. You shouldn't be too close to it.
Yeah, then why are you talking to
Even
them?
Marshall believes in
These
me.
morons who are accusing you
Marshall
of...
Bone, that's Marshall Burn. I don't know. Comic Toon Productions. That's the user he's talking about. He's not really relevant in this either. He's kind of just like kind of associated, but he's not controversial. He's just kind of there.
This nonsense. They're stupid. Do you not understand? These are
I
mentally
didn't
challenged
realize these live streams get so many like watchers. 36 people are watching.
kids. Talk to people. who have
Challenge? What?
What?
People.
These are mentally challenged kids.
Look, I have
Ooh,
to
this is the
move
good part.
on. Okay? I can't take this drama
Mark,
anymore.
I know you want to move on, but it's still.
Hey!
Still make
No!
me
Look
upset.
at you take my headphones off! No! 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 No!
Oh, God damn it.
Oh my gosh.
Finally.
Oh my gosh.
Sorry.
See what you did, Mark?
Oh my gosh. That's crazy. That's crazy.
Look, he keeps
look what's
screaming
going
out
on.
of fucking mic and it hurts my ears.
That's crazy.
Fucking hell.
See,
Wow,
Mark? See what just happened?
That's crazy. And
I'm literally shaking right the fuck now.
that's crazy. I don't know what to say about this.
Listen, I know you wanted to cut ties with someone like Tira, but that's still.
I can't hear you because I can hear him screaming.
Darren, can you please mute your mic, please? I'm trying to talk to Mark.
I think he did
Anyways,
for
please.
attention.
Mark,
He
I
did
know
it for
you wanted
attention.
to. I know you wanted to cut ties with Darren and move on, but what if Darren?
Does he still talk in this?
Stop taking my stuff away! No! It
That's
won't
sad.
happen again!
His dad's in the background.
No! No! No!
I mean,
No!
very informative,
Wow.
actually.
As I was trying to fucking saying that I have to move the fuck on.
I am innocent! I am innocent!
Not behaving.
Oh my god.
You can't
Wow.
behave.
Yeah, you can use that in the background.
It's not even my fault!
Yeah, it's a crazy situation.
Then whose fault is it? It's those idiots' fault, not Danny.
That was very interesting. Right, so he's kind of an interesting character, I'm gonna be honest. So now we're gonna move on to like just a slide reference. I'm not sure what I wanted to do with this slide. This features characters. They're slightly modified by Clarabelle, Adoring, and other users. As you can tell, they don't look the most like them, but they do look. They still consist of primarily assets of them. And what I wanted to talk about was, I don't really know. It's just I do find it strange how the body proportions can be very weird sometimes, especially with her. But at least Cody doesn't have to be fat all the time. But it's just, I don't like when they make the characters fat because it's not for awareness. They only do it for really bad reason. Okay, now at the conclusion. It's a bar. This whole thing is a bizarre subset of art side of art. Is my conclusion, because this is made with not with the best of intents, and it has very little professionalism. It's found within the greater user community, and its controversies have been vast but well apparent. You can visibly see. Dan Pilans ran himself on the Dinky Tunes. You think he would have improved? He devolved. He became more disgusting. And Alexander Mortensen, now known as Lord Stormman, was exposed for being racist and a degenerate, an incel. Very scummy person. Leaving only Darren Pimpster, who cut ties with Alex in 2022, and Dan P. Lyons in 2025. Since then, he doesn't talk about Rodfellows or any associated properties, but he still will talk about his Ronald Gets Grounded videos, which is GoAnimate, because he's a Go animator. And then Dinky Toons now uses AI in his videos to animate. That's a very disrespectful thing for real animation, don't you think? Very disrespectful, and I'm that's not good. This guy's like 26 years old. He shouldn't be doing that. He should be doing it like actual. He should be doing it himself, not using some generative AI. But anyways, here are some of my sources. You can check them out. Here's the Rodfellows wiki. I don't think this wiki is really updated anymore. Here's the IMDb page. Here is a review on YouTube by Jorals NC and Pink the Cat and another person. I didn't add them on the slideshow. Here's a video by Clarabelle Adoring discussing about Rodfellows. And then here's a movie made by a really talented video editor, or whatever his name, whatever they're called. He kind of reminds me of Jarvis Johnson, or if you see like YouTubers like that, he kind of does a style similar to that. But yeah. I want to say thank you again for watching this far on my slideshow, and yeah, I hope I do well, and thank you for watching. We'll see you again later. Bye, everyone.